As I said, Admiral, it's not hidden well enough.
Well, I'll...
3.
What are you implying?
Why is there a gun with 3 bullets missing in your room?
Maybe Lucas didn't have a full clip.
I don't think that's the case here.
So what? Do you think I actually shot Portia?
If you have a better explanation, I'd love to hear it. The type and number of bullets missing from the gun matches.
Miss Page, you have good instincts. I spent most of the evening in the backyard. Q was there around that time, too.
I'll talk to Q about it. Right now, I can't say one way or the other.
I'm just giving you the facts, Miss Page. It's up to you if you believe me or not.
I believe you.
What is then?
At the moment, nothing. I'd like for you not to interfere until this is resolved, as you'll only complicate things right now.
Fine, but don't expect me to sit around doing nothing for long.
I just received a text message. All right, I have to go.
We're done here.
Carla, just in time. Janet was about to tell us what happened in Portia's room.
Did I miss anything?
No, she was just about to start. She was quite shook when she regained consciousness.
Oh, Carla, you'll probably have questions about... I don't know if I can be of much help, but I can try.
We found you unconscious in Portia's suite. What happened?
When I saw her lying on the bed, I started breathing heavily. Then everything...
You and Portia had an argument before.
I know it doesn't look good on me.
All right.
After Jax furiously barged into my room, so after I settled it with Jax, I wanted to give her a piece of my mind. But I'm sorry, I can't...
Carla, that's enough. I think we should gather everyone else now.
Ruben.
That's a good idea,
It's worth a shot.
Carla.
Sure. What did you want to talk about?
Did Janet sound honest to you? What do you think?
I think she sounded honest. It doesn't prove anything.
I don't know. By the way, how did it go with the Admiral?
I checked Lucas's handgun in his suite, and the cartridge I found in Portia's suite matched the bullets in Lucas's gun.
I don't believe he could have killed Portia.
I don't know if the Admiral did it. Either way, with the gun...
I agree.
Everyone replied.
I could go and persuade him to come.
That would be great, Carla.
Actually...
Okay, I'll go get him. Jax, I know you're mad at Ruben.
He was my best friend. But even that I had to hear from his damn secretary. I don't want to see him now or ever again.
It must feel awful.
Oh, yeah? How sorry is he, though? Did he send his errand girl to apologize for him?
No. He will do it himself if he feels an apology is due. But that's not why I'm here.
All right, fine.
Do you mind me asking why you need it?
This whole thing with Ruben was the last straw. I'd just like to keep a memento.
No need to explain any further. There must be a key nearby. Jax!
Show it to me. Yeah, this is the one. Simpler time. All right, enough of this sentimental.
Follow me.
I'm right behind you.
Q's not here. I'll go find him. You should start without us.
Thanks, Kat. I have some unfortunate news. Portia has been murdered.
Oh, chérie.
There's something else I'd like to say.
We know you're among us. Once we find you, you'll regret the day you set foot on this island. Now, we will question you, one by one.
Are you... Shut up, boy. I'd like to volunteer to be questioned first.
All right, Sam. Carla will be leading the interrogation.
Damn right I do.
She and Catherine were both with me at the time of Portia's death. Carla, if you're ready, we can start the questioning in my room.
Let's begin then. I'd like to get you up to speed first, Ruben. A gun was discovered in the Admiral's suite that has been linked to Portia's crimes.
Do you have the gun with you? How is the gun linked to Portia's murder?
There are 3 unaccounted bullets missing in the gun.
I can hardly believe that's a coincidence. What about fingerprints?
It's pointless. Carla's too.
Carla, do you have any more questions for Sam?
Why not keep the gun on your person instead of hiding it?
I've been around firearms for a long time, Miss Page. I decided it would be better and safer to keep it further away from civilians.
Okay, I think I've got a grasp on the situation.
There is. I found a knife that belongs to the Admiral when we were back on the beach.
But why didn't you tell us that straight away, Carla?
I wanted to make sure it was his first, before making any accusations.
Show me that knife, Carla. How do you know it was his?
The knife has his initials on it.
S.W. Samuel Wilkinson?
It's mine, but it's been missing since someone bashed in my head in my suite.
Why are we only hearing about this now?
I didn't notice that it was gone straight away. But once I did, I didn't see a point in telling anyone since we had bigger things to worry about. You can pin the knife and gun on me, but you obviously didn't speak with Q yet. The boys saw me in the backyard around the time Portia was murdered.
I didn't get a chance to speak with Q yet.
Catherine is looking for Q as we speak.
Who knows when that will be? That should be more than enough to confirm my alibi.
We can do that right now. Carla, let's head down and check the security footage. Sam, we'll be back shortly.
I'll be here.
After you, Carla.
Don't worry.
All the monitors are off. I'll check the cables.
Sure. This must be the panel with the switches.
I've done it! The power's back on.
Ruben, it's on.
Amazing. Where should we have a look first?
Do you have cameras installed upstairs?
No, not in the private areas. But there is one in the foyer.
Let's have a look at that one first. A bit before Portia died.
That's it. What the hell? No, no, no! God damn it!
Ruben, what just happened?
The whole camera system shut off. I don't know if this was set up to shut off or a malfunction due to the power cut before. But I don't think we'll be able to use the cameras again.
Sheesh. We didn't manage to check if the Admiral was lying or not.
No, we didn't. But we did see Margot in the foyer. She was close to the murder scene.
Not only that, but the timing of her being there is not far off from when Portia died. It'll definitely come up when I question her.
All right. Let's head upstairs. The Admiral still has some explaining to do.
So, how did it go?
No, the camera system broke.
God damn it. It was proof that I was around the backyard. Someone sabotaged it.
I think it was sabotage too, but there's no way to prove it. Even if we do, it won't change anything. We still can't access the footage.
Fine. Then there's no option left but to ask Q directly.
Do you mind staying in the study until Dr. Cat brings him in for questioning?
It's not like I have a choice.
In the meantime, we should question the rest of the guests.
Mrs. B, can you come with me?
Of course, dear.
Georgiana,
Oh dear. It's no secret that I didn't like Portia. But now that she's gone, it's not right, I'd say. I guess the first thing you want to know is where I was at the time of the incident, right? I was spending the evening with Margot in the club room.
What did you and Margot speak about?
Oh, the good old days. I was surprised to find out that Margot is almost 50 years old. She doesn't look a day older than 35.
Did either of you leave the room?
I think Margot went out to but I don't think she was gone for that long. Didn't feel like it anyway.
One more thing. Who do you think could have killed Portia?
Oh dear. I know that Janet had something against Portia, and I'm not talking about her feelings for you, Ruben.
what? How do you know about that?
Dear, I don't know much about your work, but your personal life is another case.
Why would Janet have a grudge against Portia?
Well, I know that Portia has some dirt on Janet. Don't know what it is, but at last year's party, I heard them arguing about it.
Why didn't you ever tell me about it?
I don't think that would have changed anything, Ruben.
Mrs. Bird, before you go, do you mind if I take a picture of you?
Oh, not at all, Carla. Anything to help the investigation.
Okay. Well, thanks for your time, Mrs. B. Ruben, let's head back to the study and continue the questioning. All right. Margot.
Of course, she...
Yes. I'd like you to follow me.
So, what would you like to know?
What were you doing this evening?
I was chatting with Mrs. B in the club room up till recently. She's such a...
Did you notice anything odd during the evening?
I did see Jax storming through the dining hall in a fit of rage.
Did you see where he was going?
I just saw him storming through.
All right then. Another thing. Did any of you leave the room?
Oh, yes. I left Mrs. B for a moment. I spilled a drink on my top, so I had to go and change.
I know it's a bit of a strange request, but would you mind if we had a look at your top?
Not at all. It's back in my room. You're free to go and have a look at it. Here's the key to my suite.
Thanks. We'll be back in a jiffy.
Don't worry, chérie.
Margot's suite is on the left.
I need to unlock... I need to unlock the door first.
It was a yellow top, right?
Yes. Let's look around. It's gotta be in here.
Carla, did you find it?
Yeah, I think that's it. It does look like a wine stain to me.
Let me see. You're right. It's just an ordinary stain. Still, Margot was close to Portia's suite around the time of the murder.
I think that it's just a coincidence that she was heading to change around that time.
Perhaps. I just can't trust anyone anymore.
Let's head back to Margot. I still have one question left for her.
Right. After you.
Your story checked out, Margot. But I still have a question left. Who do you think could have killed Portia?
If I have to be honest, Jax has a short fuse. I wouldn't be surprised if he flew into a rage or something and took it out on Portia.
Perhaps. But he usually does it with his fists. And no matter how hot-headed he is sometimes, I doubt he would raise a hand against a woman.
You never know, Ruben. Even if he is your best friend. Margot, do you mind if I take a photo of you?
Well, I guess the article you came here for is turning into a very grim thriller book. Sure, chérie, go ahead. The book would only benefit from additional visual material.
Thank you, Margot. I have no more questions for you. You're free to leave.
No problem, chérie.
Who should we question next?
Let's see who else we have.
Ruben, Carla, I found Q, and he's already up to date with what happened.
That's great. Then let's not waste time and go to Ruben's suite.
I'm very sorry to hear about Portia. She wasn't the kindest, but no one deserves to go like that. So please, ask me anything and I'll answer.
Where were you this evening?
I was back in the greenhouse, doing chores.
Did you see anyone while you were there?
No, it was only me.
Are you sure? The Admiral told me he was there roaming around. He said he spoke to you too.
No, señorita, I didn't see him.
Okay. Well, can you all stay here?
Go, we'll be here.
Ask me anything. I'll help any way I can.
Admiral, would you mind stepping into the corridor with me for a minute?
Of course, Miss Page. After you, Miss.
Q said he didn't see you around the greenhouse this evening.
What? The boy is obviously lying. I was there. I even talked to him. He complained that he broke a wrench while fixing the pipe, too.
This is confusing. Don't know who to believe. Do you know where the broken wrench is?
I think it was somewhere on the table in the greenhouse.
I'll go and find the wrench, and we will figure out who the liar is. In the meantime, could you join them in Ruben's room?
Gladly. The gardener is spouting lies. You'll see soon enough.
If the Admiral was telling the truth, the broken wrench will be somewhere here.
I need to break the pot.
Well, the Admiral was right about the wrench. Sorry for the holdup. Q, can you have a look at this wrench?
Si, señorita. I used this wrench while fixing the pipe and broke it.
Uh-huh. Caught you now, you lying bastard.
Q, mind explaining? The Admiral knew about the wrench breaking because you told him. He was actually there, wasn't he?
Si, señorita. I lied. He was walking around in the backyard for a while.
Why on earth would you lie in a situation like this, Q?
That man took my honor, blamed me for the bad things I didn't do. Back where I'm from, that's unforgivable. I have no respect for men like... I have no respect for men like him.
So you thought you could have regained your honor by lying about him? Doesn't sound very honorable, Q, does it?
No, señorita. It doesn't. I must apologize. I didn't mean to lie to you.
When was the last time you saw each other?
After my stroll in the backyard and a small chat with Q, I returned to my suite. It was just before you came to my room asking about the bullet casing you found at the crime scene.
After the Admiral left, I headed toward the jungle to check on some plants. When I came back, I found Senora Bennett looking for me around the greenhouse.
For what it's worth, I don't believe that Sam or Q.
But someone still had to take Lucas's handgun.
Let's question the last person before we make any conclusions.
Agreed.
1 second.
Of course, señorita.
My conscience is clear.
Thank you. Jax, it's your turn.
Yeah. So, what would you like to know?
When was the last time you talked to Portia?
Oh, isn't Carla the lead here?
Just answer the question.
Fine. Just before Ruben had a convo with my fist. What about it?
Could you swallow your pride for a minute, Jax? No one wants to be here. But if you cooperate, this will be over quicker.
I did say fine. Just ask your damn questions.
Did anyone see you with Portia?
No, no one could have seen us. What else you want to know?
Did you speak with anyone else afterward?
Besides my fist speaking to Ruben, she went to talk to Portia after.
Almost done here.
I don't know who did it or why, but I can tell when someone has a mask on. I can tell that Margot has secrets.
One last thing and you're free to go.
What for?
Just let her take the photo and go, Jax.
Fine. Are we done?
Yes, you're free to go.
Kat, Carla, please join me in the study.
Sure.
I'd like to go over the details of what we've learned so far.
It seems that Q and Sam spent most of the evening together in the backyard. So either they're both implicated, or neither of them had anything to do with Portia's death.
I'd say the latter is more likely. I can't see a reason for either of them to kill Portia.
Well, speaking of motives, you have the love triangle between Ruben, Portia, and Janet, who apparently pulled Jax into it. But it's not really clear to me why one of them would kill Portia.
From what I've seen, Jax gets fits of rage.
But what grounds could he possibly have had for killing her?
It's quite obvious that Jax hated Portia, and people like him can sometimes do irrational things during an outburst.
I agree. I've read that people can get rage blackouts and not remember what they've done.
What about Margot and Miss Bird?
The cameras picked Margot up near the murder scene, right before the murder.
Yes, but we confirmed she wasn't lying. She did spill a drink on her top.
That's right. Margot went to change her clothes.
Perhaps. But that applies to all the suspects.
I think we're still missing the evidence we need to determine the killer.
The key to it is probably the USB drive we found in Portia's laptop. I believe that whoever killed Portia was trying to obtain information on Ruben's project.
Unfortunately, it will take time before we can access any data on that USB drive. For now, all we can do is try to narrow down the list of suspects.
Sounds great. But how?
I think that's a question for tomorrow.
Couldn't agree with you more, Ruben.
Good night, Dr. Cat.
Good night, Carla.
Carla, could you keep me company for a bit longer?
Of course.
It's so hard to see her like this.
No one does, Ruben. Maybe we should cover her up before you say your last goodbyes.
If you could, Carla. Thank you, Carla. Portia was a good woman.
Don't beat yourself up, Ruben.
I should have. I'll stay here a bit longer. Good night, Carla.
Night, Ruben.
Someone's knocking on the door. There's no one here. What's that on the door? I need to remove the tape first. I'd better be reading it in... Much better. I can open the envelope at the table. Shoot! I need to put them back in place. This piece is already in the correct place. Oh no! Someone has been poisoned again! I need to let Ruben know. Ruben! Someone has been poisoned! We need to act quickly.
What? Who has been poisoned?
I don't know. I found the letter taped to my door. It says that 2 people have been poisoned and an antidote is hidden in the sand.
Show me the letter. If it's true, my best bet would be that the antidote is hidden somewhere on the beach. But have you considered the possibility that someone might be trying to distract you from the investigation?
I really don't think it's worth risking people's lives over that.
No, of course not. I just think we need to consider all possible scenarios before we jump into this.
What other scenarios are there to consider, Ruben?
This could be a trap.
It might be, but we can't just sit here and risk people dying. We need to head to the beach and find the antidote right now.
Okay, let's not waste any time in that case. Lead the way. What exactly are you looking?
We should keep our eyes peeled for a glass vial.
Ruben, I found it. There's another note tied around it.
What does it say?
The first half of the antidote is here. The other half is in the ruins. There will only be enough antidote for... They don't have much time. Jax and Margot have been poisoned.
Carla, the note said there's only enough antidote for one. It won't save them both. Should we tell them?
We could, but it would cause a panic and
Yes, but we'll have to do it at some point.
we will. Once we find the second vial.
Let's think about this rationally. We don't even know what's in these vials.
You're right. It might be poison, but how can we know?
We can analyze it first. I'll go get the analyzer.
Great. I'll try to find the second vial.
The second vial should be... I guess I should combine the contents of the vials now. Ruben said we should analyze it first. Maybe he's still looking for the analyzer.
Carla, I was just on the way to see you. I found the analyzer.
Yes, and I already combined the contents.
Great. It will only take a second. We're in luck, though. I saw Jax and Margot having breakfast in the dining hall.
Just the two of them?
No, no. There were other people there, too. Ah, it's done. You can have the solution back. Let's not waste another second.
All right.
What do you want, Ruben?
Jax, calm down.
They left already.
We received a letter about a couple of people being poisoned. I'll come straight out with it. It's Jax and Margot.
What? This is no time for jokes, Ruben.
You can say that again.
That's probably because the poison hasn't taken effect yet.
We have an antidote for it.
You're obviously giving the antidote to me, right?
I don't know.
Be serious, Carla. Margot doesn't deserve it. She's involved in scandals all over the place. She's a wicked woman. Don't trust her.
Jax, I think you should speak for yourself.
There's nothing to say. I'm in the public spotlight all the time. Everyone knows everything there is to know about me.
Over the past couple of years, your spotlight has clearly been dimming away. You've had more than enough time to work in the shadows.
What in tarnation are you talking about?
I know about your latest business associates. I'm not the type people can keep secrets from.
You keep your damn mouth shut.
Or what? You're going to hate me? Oops. I probably should be more careful when talking to a mafioso.
Jax, what does she mean by mafioso?
I don't know what she's talking about. I ain't involved with the mafia.
Keep your lies to yourself. I know they've been shunting money in your direction.
It's time to tell the truth, Jax.
If Jax doesn't say it himself,
Shut the hell up, will ya? Look, I needed money. It was a simple deal. I launder their money, keeping some of it for myself.
Really? How does an actor like you launder money?
It's easier than you'd think. You take money from private accounts and invest it in a few movie projects or studios. You just gotta know where to invest.
Jax, do you understand where that money came from?
I thought I didn't need you, but they started asking for the payback quicker. The only way out is to pay them off.
God damn it, Jax. Why are you so thick-headed?
Back off, Ruben. At least I don't stab my friends in the back. But maybe if you give me the antidote, I'll forgive you.
Chérie, the mafia he works for is involved in drug trafficking, extortion, and who knows what else.
So what? She's given misleading information.
Trainer, let's be honest here. Carla, don't listen to that wannabe movie star. I've done a lot more good than him. I deserve to live.
It shouldn't be about who's done more good or bad in the world.
Damn straight it is. Do you hear that, you snake?
Carla, we need to make a decision. If it was me, I'd give it to Jax. But it shouldn't be just me who decides. Who are we going to give the antidote to?
Jax,
Mon Dieu!
That's... What could I have done?
You could have chosen me, chérie.
But she didn't.
I'm not about to die here. What have you done?
What have I done? You're the one who tried to grab the antidote off me. Now we're both dead.
I'm a fighter. I wouldn't be where I am if I didn't take what I want. I'm not going anywhere, Jax.
Don't despair just yet. We could still go conduct a blood test, identify the poison, and try to reverse it.
Why? Can't we just use the miraculous?
No, we can't. I got lucky with it. We still don't know what side effects I might get from it. People, everything will be fine if you follow my command. Admiral, I'll need your help in the workshop too. Carla, I'd like for you to try to figure out where the letter came from.
Will do. There's not much to go on, though.
Let's try and find that paper. She's probably cleaning up in the kitchen after breakfast.
All right, I'll ask her. Mrs. B.
Sorry, dear. Old news is no news.
Really? Do you know where it is?
Last time I saw it, Miss Lim was reading it in the parlor.
Thanks. That's a great help. The coffee table will be perfect. There's Dr. Kat's article. It's... But the blood test results are probably ready. I should go and check in on them in the workshop.
Carla, we just received the results, and it's great news. They don't have a trace of poison in their bodies.
That's amazing news. What a weight off my shoulders.
It looks like whoever did this was messing with us.
Tell that to my poor heart, Ruben.
Jax, we'll have to sit down and have a chat soon. Carla, we should go somewhere more private.
We can talk in the basement hall. What would you like to talk about?
The letter. I just don't get it. Did the culprit deliberately not poison the guests, or was there another purpose for it?
I'm sure that someone just wanted to divert our attention away from the case.
If that's true, I think they succeeded. What about the newspaper?
I have it here.
Mind if I have a look at it? Yeah. The font type is the same as in the letter. But how can you be sure it's this newspaper?
Well, one of the pages is gone.
Don't we have more newspapers?
Mrs. B said she threw out all the others.
Right.
Mrs. Bird told me the last person she saw with the newspaper was Janet.
It's hard for me to believe that Janet would have left the letter.
I think she could have. She's still a suspect like everyone else, not to mention that we don't know what dirt Portia had on her.
I can't deny that. I assume you already have a plan in mind?
I want to sneak in and snoop around in her room.
I knew you'd say that.
And I'd like you to find Janet and occupy her while I do so.
I don't know. This isn't right. It feels like I'd be lying and manipulating Janet.
Ruben, won't you feel better knowing the truth too?
I will. But I still hate doing this to her.
It's for the greater good.
I wouldn't call it that. But I'll send her a text to meet up. Good, she replied. You go ahead, and I'll try to stall her as much as I can.
All right. I'll leave the rest to you. Time to get to work. It's a beautiful couch. A simple chair. A bunch of books. A tree and nothing of interest. A cozy spot to read. Nothing interesting here. Something's blocking the drawer. It's Janet's invitation to the island. It's Janet's the coffee. Is that Janet's diary? I need to solve the lock's puzzle first. I need a piece of paper for it. Well? Boy, there's a lot about Jax here. Nothing nice either. What the hell? Why does Janet have a crossed out photo of Portia in her diary? There has to be an explanation in here. Janet's using ghostwriters? If her fan base found out, she's ruined. Portia figured it out. Somehow. Wow. No wonder she hates Portia's guts. I'll leave the diary here, in case Janet decides to use it. I'll keep the photo though. Could Janet really have killed Portia? All right. I guess there's no point sticking around in Janet's room any longer.
Carla, what were you doing in Miss Lim's room?
I went to investigate Janet's room.
Oh my. Does it have to do with the newspaper you asked about?
It does. Though, I didn't find anything related to it. But I did manage to discover what dirt Portia had on Janet. For the past couple of years, she hasn't been writing. Ghostwriters did most, if not all of the work.
I'm sure that her whole career is built upon her name as a writer.
It is. That's why if this information got out, it would ruin her career.
If Portia knew this and kept it quiet, what would she gain from it?
Ruben. She gained Ruben.
Portia. She cared for Ruben a lot.
Portia overstepped her boundaries by leaps and bounds with this one.
She's always been like that. She never cared about how she got there.
Either way, this puts Janet in a bad light, Mrs. B.
Of course, dear. I'm getting worried about how long we can last on this island.
What do you mean?
Who knows how long this storm will continue? We don't have food to last forever either.
Did you try rationing the food?
I'm really no good at this sort of thing, but I didn't end up with anything of use.
Why don't I give it a shot?
That'd be grand, dear. All right, love.
I need to distribute the food among all the guests.
Oh my, you did it.
Oh, it's nothing. Just glad I could help.
I like how modest you are.
Well, either way,
I just wish that the storm would clear up soon.
don't worry, Mrs. B.
I hope you're right.
Okay, I'll go and get some rest.
You shouldn't overdo it, dear.
I'll try not to.
Howdy, partner. What's all the commotion back in the kitchen?
Nothing you need to be concerned about.
It sure seems like you're hiding something.
I'm not hiding anything.
Guess there ain't much more that can top being stuck with a murderer on an island.
No, not really.
Either way, it's actually good that I ran into you. Mrs. Bird's in the kitchen, right?
Yeah, she is.
Well, then I need a hand from you.
I'm not signing on to anything I don't understand.
All I want is to get a snack for myself. But Mrs. Bird has become... And this is where you come in. I doubt Mrs. Bird will have any issues if you take something.
Fine. What do you want?
Thank you. A protein bar will do.
Got it.
Carla, why are you back?
No, nothing serious. I know the situation with the food isn't great.
Of course, that's fine, dear. Let's just keep this our little secret, though.
Sure, Mrs. B. I'll grab a...
Well,
All right,
now if you don't mind,
I ain't stopping you.
still no. I guess I'll just head back to my.
My favorite traitor walking around. I really thought you were on my side, Chérie. But you gave the antidote to Trainer, out of all people.
It was a tough choice, a lose-lose situation. I won't say sorry for it.
Oh, Chérie. I like to be fair. It was a tough choice. Besides, you heard a few bad scandals about me too. Trainer.
I didn't believe when he said that you were giving misleading
A
information.
lot of lies are based on the truth. Still, I have to be honest. I don't like that you gave him the antidote. But I can respect your choice.
Thank you for understanding.
Don't worry, Chérie. By the way, how's the investigation coming along? Have you figured anything out yet?
I really can't tell you any details yet.
I see. I guess that means you're onto some clues already.
What I can say is that we will find whoever is causing this madness. It's only a matter of time.
Oh, chérie, you sound so formidable. Well, I shouldn't hold you any longer.
Tell me about it.
Sleep tight, chérie.
Huh? What's that buzzing? Well, I've got the fertilizer. What does he even want me to do with it? I should text him. This can't be happening. I need to get my phone. No, no, no! If I move, I'm dead! Okay, I think they stopped shooting. I need to find my phone ASAP. Thank goodness, it worked. I should let Ruben... I should stay cautious in case...
Carla, I'm glad to see you are in one piece.
I don't know who, but someone took shots at me while I was in the greenhouse. I didn't see anyone, so I believe a sniper rifle might have been used.
Damn it. When did this happen?
About half an hour ago.
Miss Page, why didn't you contact Ruben sooner?
I was shot at while trying to text Ruben. I took cover until I felt like the coast was clear and texted Ruben straight after I retrieved my phone. Wait, why are you here, Admiral?
I met him in the foyer and asked him to come along. Is there a problem?
No, no problem.
Glad to be of help.
I'm happy that we are all on the same page here. Now, tell me, Carla, why were you in the greenhouse? Were you following a lead?
You asked me to go and get some fertilizer from there.
I did what? I never asked you that. What would I need the fertilizer for?
I don't know. I received a text from you asking for the fertilizer. You didn't explain why.
That can't be right. I never texted you asking that. The culprit hacked into the internal network.
I thought your security system was top grade.
Of course, with enough time and skill. Carla, Sam, I'll send you a new configuration file to reroute the network. But you'll need to manually connect your phones to it.
Is this going to be enough to prevent the culprit from breaching the security again?
Carla, I rerouted the connection to an internal network. It's a new type of artificial intelligence security. It's used for sharing work files. And all right, you should get a notification to connect to the network. Great. It shows that both of you are connected.
Are you going to switch everyone to this network?
Yes. To be more precise,
That's a relief.
It's a good idea.
let's not waste another minute then. The bullet seems to have hit the bag.
I was. Guess I'm pretty lucky to be alive right now.
Very lucky indeed.
While you guys are looking around,
The shooter was confident in their skills, considering the direction the bullet pierced through the window.
The lighthouse is the highest vantage point on the island.
and the binoculars we found previously.
We're used to finding a clear line of sight for the shot.
Then, let's not waste any more time and...
Let's look around.
Not enough fuel. I need to refill it. I need a funnel first. I can pour in the fuel now. All that's left is to turn on the generator. It's on!